for you.
Nah, it's fine.
Because, ow, fuck, hair. Ugh.
On that, you have been traveling through the Algarion Empire's desert, and Crystal has been guiding you and guiding you and guiding you. You've gotten to roughly the mountains, and Crystal has basically gone, now would be the best point to go south and go down along the edge of the mountains. You've managed
Yes,
to
I do say that.
Yeah. Basically, once you get to the point of, like, the compass is no longer pointing, like, southeast, it's now just straight south.
Mhm.
You're traveling down, it takes you just over a week to get there. You avoid any, like, major things like bandits, etc. by seeing them in the distance because it's the desert and being able to just easily get around them by just not walking in their direction. Because for a lot of it, it's like, yeah, we could probably take the bandits, but for the most of you, it's your first time fighting in sand and sandstorms and things of that nature, where these guys have sand masks and, like, sand skimmers and things, and like, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have eyes, but yeah.
Let's not fight the guys who legitimately have favored terrain. After about a week of walking, and probably about the 30th time someone goes, "Are we getting close yet?" You round one of the lower peaks of one of the mountains, and then it dawns on you. Crystal holding the map, which is giving you the pings and everything, and you basically go, "I think we're getting close." You ping, and it's straight in front of you, somewhere between 10 to 15 miles. As you round the corner and look into the nearest valley, there is a 300-foot tall Warforged Colossus.
Well, fuck.
Yay.
Is it stationary?
It is stationary. It is leaning against the side of one of these mountains, and it is missing one of its arms.
I'm guessing that's where we're going.
Do you reckon it has it, or it is it?
I mean, if it is it, that's too big. Can't fit that in any pockets.
Certainly.
Me being a Dragonforge, would I know whether or not we're able to enter a Colossus?
Make a history check with advantage.
Ooh, history check. 14.
Yes. They normally have one or two entrance points, at least for during construction. Location is different between each Colossus. I was going to say make and model, but there was only ever like 5 of these.
Yeah.
These are rarer than
each one's a different make and model.
These are probably also before my time. Maybe, I don't know.
No, they'd be about the same. You both would have come out around the end of the war.
Yeah.
Is there a way to tell if it's on?
Is it attacking it?
The eyes are not glowing, and it does not appear to be moving.
Yes. Well, I was going to say, I do share with the group that, from what I remember of the war times with such things, there is a way to get inside them. Whatever we're looking for is potentially within its body.
No, it's not something you would remember from the war times. It's something you would have been taught. You would have never seen one of these things.
Yeah, but still, like,
these
sharing.
Things, because you basically were created and then almost immediately lost. These things came in around the same time. As I said, there was only like 5 or 6 of them made. Most of them were almost immediately destroyed. What you're looking at is a weapon of mass destruction. These things aren't designed to fight a thing. These things are designed to fight a kingdom. The things it's designed to fight is to go and, like, power bomb a Tarask.
Yeah.
Or, you know, punch a great ancient worm in the face. Or in Faerun, wrestle with Tiamat.
Yeah. These things are designed to, like, say, fuck you to everything, and then...
This thing fights mountain. Got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Even in Eberron, I think only like 10 of them were made, and they basically sent one after each opposing nation. But yes, you're looking at it, and with the map, which is giving you effectively a little compass point. If you rotate it, the compass keeps pointing pretty much at it.
Well, looks like we're going to go play with Liberty Prime.
What's Liberty Prime?
Fucking far off. Liberty Prime's a little... actually, it'd probably be close to Liberty Prime Fallout 3.
Yeah, not number 4.
No.
4, it was tiny.
Liberty Prime's size difference is really inconsistent. It's weird since it's supposed to be the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Right, so let's start heading towards it, I guess.
Yep.
As you trek towards it, it does take you probably an hour or two to get close to it, because you've seen this thing from like a handful of miles off. Crystal, with your passive perception, I don't have to ask anybody else because your passive is high enough. As you're trudging through the sand and dust and debris at the base of the mountain, you notice that each person at one point or another ends up kicking a handful of things. A helmet, a rusted sword, a shield, a crossbow. That tree looks funny. You were the only one who immediately notices that ain't a tree.
What is it?
Well, it's a tree now. It wasn't originally. It is a giant ballista bolt that has subsequently had a tree grow through it.
Ah.
Said ballista bolt is probably a good 15 feet long.
In which direction is it pointed?
From the Colossus.
I get this feeling it's not all that friendly.
These things were built to destroy.
Do they have personalities, or are they just like monotask robots?
James.
Roll a history check. This one with disadvantage. Because you're aware what these things are, but you've never interacted with one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn.
From like
tales I would have heard.
From what you've been told, you've heard conflicting things, whether Warforged Colossi were manned machines or effectively giant sentient Warforged. Some reports have said they were manned crews. People seen rappelling in and out of them. Others that these machines moved autonomously and would march into lakes and oceans and never emerge again, or that people ever saw. Again, these things were only active for like 6 months.
Yeah.
That means potentially 3 or 4 of these things are giant Warforged.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 of them are in lakes and one's in the ocean.
The stories say they went in. I've never heard they came out, but then again, it wasn't that long after.
I got a feeling the red one, the island, is a Warforged.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this the job that you guys picked up or something?
No, this is task from a god.
Yeah.
Were you given this task after my headset died?
No.
This
was like at the start of the session.
No, this was like, yeah, like start of the session. This was before.
Oh no, this was when we were still standing outside the keep, and I was talking to Thaltaxian before he fucked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is even before you joined the party.
So he wasn't paying attention. Got it.
No, this is when Monkey Man was there still.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Yeah,
I was there when Thaltaxian was there.
Yeah, no, because it's Bailey that joined the party afterwards.
Yeah, because Monkey Man actually joined you for the fight against everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got knocked down twice.
By the way, this is a god.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Right. So, seeing as there seems to be, who the fuck is opening something?
Sorry.
I was wondering who was going to speak up about that first.
Well, seeing as we're seeing awfulness come from the direction of this thing, how do we wish to proceed?
Extreme caution.
That was a given.
I mean, maybe under the cover of night.
Would not help, probably. With no open hostility.
It's probably
So
smart.
walk forward with our hands up, or what?
I don't know. But no weapons drawn.
Well, I mean, yeah, but who walks around with their sword out?
I just look at my giant lance.
I look at my staff.
Yeah, but that's you don't have an
I
option.
I can't really put these away.
We are a bad example.
Yes.
Yes, we are. I got a feeling stealth isn't really an option with me and Pete.
Yeah, I think my
I
stealth
mean,
is
you
like
don't
a
glow at
1.
night, do you?
Rusty
Haven't
is
paid
not
attention.
particularly the greatest at stealth either.
Yeah.
My stealth is a literal 0.
That's why I suggested under the cover of night.
Disadvantage because plate.
No
No,
disadvantage.
he's unarmored.
Ah.
They can hear us
Pete
clanking
just
in, but
has
they
no
won't see us until
dex.
it's in their face.
I mean, cover darkness probably won't help. I'm going to say it probably has dark vision. To a very, very long way away.
If not some other form of identifying approaching targets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if it is still alive and or active, I assume creeping up on it at nighttime seems like a hostile approach.
More than likely.
How about we wait till sandstorm?
When's the last time you were in a sandstorm?
I deal with regular weather, not land weather.
Technically, in character, like 2 days ago. Because there have been several sandstorms during your trip here.
Right. I probably didn't notice because I don't have orifices.
And you have a glowing map, which means you can't get lost.
Yeah, right. Actually, everyone's being quiet all of a sudden.
There's not much to say. I was going to say just spread out, don't approach hostile, walk slowly.
Yeah, I mean, spread out so one of us can at least survive and tell our story. I don't know, keep 30 feet between us or something. That seem reasonable?
Yeah.
And just walk forwards.
Mm-hmm.
No weapons drawn. Where possible.
As you approach, there is no action from it. Getting close enough. Crystal, probably Typhoon. Anybody with a passive perception of 15 or higher?
22.
Nope.
Yeah, so the monkey and the crystal notice an open hatch.
And Typhoon.
An open hatch in its palm of its one remaining arm.
Look, a hatch.
Is the hand like on the ground so that we could walk in, or do we have to climb onto the hand?
It is sort of like half slumped against the mountain with the palm open, laying partially moss covered. Getting closer, all of you can see that there is moss and ivy and the occasional tree growing out of this thing. Which makes sense, since it's been here possibly 500 years.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's off.
How does there moss in a desert?
Mountainside.
Is this an oasis?
It's mountainside. This thing's 300 feet tall.
It creates its own
This is on
shade.
a hand near the ground.
Yes. But moss, ivy, the like, doesn't need a lot of water. And also, the fact that it's a desert does not necessarily mean there is not a water spring in said mountain.
So it's like down on its knees with its hand on the ground, is what I'm asking.
Slumped sideways, effectively.
So, broken arm, slide against a wall sort of thing.
Yeah, imagine, like, somebody's been body checked onto, like, a set of stairs.
So we don't have to. So we don't have to climb halfway up the cliff to get in. Okay.
No, about 100 feet, 150 feet to get to the hand.
So
not straight up, like diagonally. Probably only about 50, 60 feet up.
So, can anyone fly, or do we have rope?
We can it's just a leisurely climb.
What is the surface of this mountain like? Is it like little jagged peaks everywhere, or is it like a more smooth surface?
It's sort of like a red rocky outback, so like multiple plateau levels going up.
It's actually Uluru.
Almost.
So it's relatively smooth looking, so it's not lots of little jagged peaks everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's basically you'd be climbing from plateau to plateau up, effectively.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be, sandblasted.
Yeah.
So it'd be very smooth.
Pretty much. It's quite smooth. As I said, it's a bunch of plateaus where effectively it's been smoothed off, rounded off, and then this is just where a ledge was. It won't even require athletics checks. The question is, what is your quote-unquote marching order?
I mean, I have the map, so I guess I'm in front.
I'll be
Slow
second.
and steady.
Rusty will go third. Probably
I'll be up there as well, I guess.
Yep. It leaves Prince and Typhoon at the back. Good.
I suppose I'll bring up the rear.
Good to know.
Baby, I love you.
Bottom right corner.
I need
Bottom right.
greater mending so that I can put its arm back on.
Yeah, I don't think that would help in this case.
You cannot put its arm back on because there is no arm to put back on.
Greater restoration? It was alive, right?
Are we in the hand or in the arm?
You can basically put yourself in the arm because the hand is basically these are one part. Basically, it's just so you'd come in on the palm, and then this is basically a chain rope that you're going to have to climb up. Basically, because it's on about a 45, 50 degree angle, so the chain is basically going to be like effectively rappel roping up.
Okay.
So yeah, you get in. It is inside is a lot cleaner than it was on the outside. It's stone, slate, brass, iron. Very little signs of rust, decay. Things in here are almost what you would consider maintained. You're not sure if this is just due to being shielded from the weather, or something magical in nature. None of you know because it's your first time inside a giant robot.
We don't have a rogue, do we?
No.
Nope.
Awesome. All right.
Well,
You have-
anyone can search for traps in 5th edition.
You have
Yeah.
no one proficient in stealth.
No, I meant looking for traps.
Yeah, you don't need a specific check for that. It's an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at them.
I
Right.
have a 1.
I have a 9.
Well, I'm gonna aid Pete in walking forward looking for traps.
That sounds like a good idea.
Fair. You can march forwards, moving as a group.
Just a dangerous thought.
You don't find any traps.
We know of.
Cool.
Would we have to do one of them every time we move?
No, you're just moving at half speed. You have to do one per room, effectively.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. As you hit what you're at, that is basically a sort of like a submarine manhole with like the twist latch, but for you guys, it's on a 45-degree angle.
Cool. I guess I try and open it.
I will like a strength check from you.
I was going to
because
say,
it's a very heavy door that you are pushing uphill.
can I assist?
Certainly. A 15 does manage to get it open. Katang! Because once you get it to flat, it just slams into the wall quite violently.
Excellent.
It's
I was going to say, before we go, wait for a
deafening.
couple minutes. So, wait to see if we hear anything extra.
Once you've opened that, you are now into a section that is lit. There are no windows, no lights, but there are blue wires and tubes running the walls that are giving off a dull glow, like candlelight level. Not something you can happily read by, but think any movie where like the emergency power has come on. But instead of being red, it's blue.
Okay.
I will aid another investigation check.
Oh, double now.
You don't see anything that you believe to be out of the ordinary.
I was going to say, I want to check this door.
Upon checking that door, it is completely caved in. It is bent, twisted. It does not open.
Cool. Can I see anything past it? If it's bent in?
You can see rocks and the outside. Seemingly, this was a second entrance.
Okay.
Out of character. Fucked if I know why there is a door on its elbow. Every other door in this map makes sense, except for that one.
Well, seeing as this
Emergency
room...
stay patch?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you're going up its arm. That is like roughly on its elbow / bicep. There's no reason for the door to be there. So I'm imagining that is just a secondary entrance.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as this room is free of traps, I'll move up to the next door.
So as you all move,
Wait, what the fuck?
I went to highlight and accidentally clicked on you.
I clicked to move and then my token moved away.
As you arrive at the second door, as you start turning it, the lights start to pick up.
Oh boy.
And
Sleeping Guard isn't.
I need all 6 of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I was wrong. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's not that bad. It's also not that good.
I rolled an 11. I got a 20. Nice.
What's the fic?
A bolt of lightning jumps out through the door, racing past you, stopping behind each of you.
Oh, so the lightning's alive.
As I need to roll for Prince and Rusty. So far, No one has made... so far, only Raymond has made it. Prince makes it. Rusty does not. So Raymond has evasion, so he takes no damage. Pete takes half damage.
Yep.
So does Prince. So full damage is not that stat block.
That's not what you want to hear from DM.
Oh no, I have all the stat blocks for this entire dungeon opened up. So I clicked the wrong one because I got that many tabs open. Half the stat blocks are just the first letter.
So does this thing just look like a living lightning bolt?
It is, yes. It looks like a living lightning bolt. Everyone except for Raymond it is 30 damage before halving.
So 15 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck it.
Ouch.
And I'd like everyone to roll initiative. I actually remember to clear the initiative board this time.
Big gun token.
See, and I just realized we didn't say we shut the hatch.
Why would we need to? There was no traps.
There was no traps. This was on the other side of the door.
It rolled a 21 for its initiative.
Guys, it's...
Have you rolled your initiative?
Me?
No, Mikey.
Yeah, he rolled 20.14. For reference, it rolled 21.14.
As soon as we touched the door and James went, I need everyone to roll, I went initiative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes first. So it's going to immediately try and recharge its spell mimicry.
Spell mimicry.
It
Cool.
does not recharge its spell mimicry, so it does not have lightning bolt back. So it's just going to make a multi-attack.
On the wizard.
On the wizard and typhoon. One to each. 2 attacks. Typhoon first. That's a 26 to hit.
Well, I'm definitely spending a key point to use push and pull to redirect its attack to hit nothing instead. It has to make a dex saving throw.
That's just awesome with those.
Versus what? What's its DC?
Versus... What's my DC? That'd be a 14.
That's a natural 18.
Fuck it.
And against the wizard, it rolls a total of 16, which hits both of you. Typhoon, you take 21 lightning damage, and the wizard takes 25 lightning damage.
Holy shit.
And that ends its turn, making it Crystal's turn.
Excellent.
Hey. Owie.
Oh, do we just go with banishment straight up? This isn't a humanoid, is it?
No,
No.
it looks like a snake made of lightning.
Gross. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help either. Let's just go with one of these, I guess.
That hits for 16 damage.
And whoever's next, someone gets advantage when they do a thing with the stuff.
Wizard Puppy Dog is gonna go. Ow!
Son of bitch.
Pretty much.
Bad.
And go, as he's not built for being in melee.
Oh, he's a wizard.
And is then going to try and move away. Which it needs to make a attack roll at a disadvantage to try and hit him. It rolled a natural 1. That makes it Rusty's turn. Rusty, who's going to turn around and go, immediately trip over the puppy dog and then stand back up. Because invisible 3-foot Labrador. He's just going to walk up and just 1-2 with his Fist of the 7 Stars. First hit, second hit was also a crit because of flanking. For 33 damage. And that makes it Epsilon's turn.
Cool. Gonna say, oh shit, didn't think that was here. Whatever the fuck it is. I'm then going to...
I didn't think the thing I have no idea what it was going to be here.
What? This thing looked dead, basically. I didn't think anything was going to be alive inside.
Really? Really?
In character. Out of character, there's shit inside. Going to mark the creature.
Uh-huh.
As a bonus action.
Yep. Make sure you're actually noting your expended resources.
The marking is free and unlimited.
I'm just making a point.
Yep. Gonna move down to there.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, can allies move through your square?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna stop
only
there.
The reason Rusty tripped over the dog is because the dog is currently invisible, so he couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. Gonna stop there, and then... pretty sure I don't know this thing's anatomy, so I'm not gonna try to do some of the more fancy ones. I am just going to try and hit it twice.
Yep.
So 21.
21 hits.
Yay.
If a 20 hit, a 21 hits.
Yeah.
And a 16 hits.
Yay.
So that is 16 plus... So that's 31 damage. As you strike it, it just fizzles out of existence.
Okay, does anyone have any idea what that was?
I want to say a lightning elemental.
With a 27, the puppy dog turns up. Talkie spell. Angry spell. Angry spell. Interpretation, a living spell.
Oh.
Someone decided to give lightning bolt the idea of sentience, and surprise, surprise, and a spell that summons a bolt of lightning is very angry by default.
Yeah.
Let's hope someone decided to give sentience to like cure wounds or something.
Gonna say this. You ain't gonna like the answer to this, but you can't. Has to be AoE spells.
Oh, mass healing word.
Doesn't work because mass healing word isn't an AoE. It's targeted creatures.
Beacon of hope, maybe.
Technically, healing spirit could be, but it generally also has to be on the wizard spell list. So everything that can be living is generally out to kill you.
Actually, no, Beacon, I hope it makes sense.
Anyway. Through the door again?
Mm-hmm.
Strength
Ow.
Yep.
check. Door still closed.
Didn't it come through the door?
It's a bolt of lightning. It does not obey the laws of physics when it comes to metal.
Also, conductivity.
Question,
I will-
James.
The door swings open with the 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
The blue glowy stuff that was effectively the emergency lighting.
Yes.
That's running through tubes, right?
Yes.
Does it look like a fluid or is it solid?
You can't tell. Would you like to cut a tube open?
Oh god, no.
Can I try and move it inside the tube? Because, you know, I can move liquids.
Make a whatever your casting stat check is.
So a wisdom check?
Sure.
Nope.
There is resistance there. It is evidently a fluid, but you have no control over it. Not that you can seemingly manifest. This to you would be like trying to move molten rock. While it's a liquid, it ain't water.
Neat. Well, I suppose I better catch
I'm
up with the rest of the party.
I'm going to ask this question. Completely redundant. Have you taken any feats from the Lancer book?
Not that I can remember off the top of my head.
Cool. If you had, you'd remember. If you had one specific feat, you may have had advantage on that check.
No, I have Wardley, so that's the only one I have from there at the moment.
No.
Yeah, no.
You know have.
I think I'm knowing the specific one you're referring to. Yes.
You don't have blood bending, so you would not have advantage on that check.
Yeah.
As you arrive at the top of the arm, there is another door there.
Through the door.
Reveal area. Over to there.
I will aid another investigation check.
25.
There seems to be nothing in this room except for a locked door in front of you. Or shut door in front of you. Not
I have a feeling it's locked.
locked.
Wait, is
I was
this
going to say,
the door here?
Mm-hmm.
are these carvings on the floor or something?
Yes.
Do they have words?
They are brass inlays. Who speaks? We're gonna say primordial.
Hey.
Cool. Make an Arcana check.
Oh dear. No.
You look at it and go, I didn't sign up for algebra. Pete, you look at it and go, yeah, that tracks.
Just internal workings of Warforged, basically.
Pretty much, it's lines of effectively magic inscription, movement, movement, self repair,
Reinforcement and shit.
pretty much it is layered upon layered upon layered upon layered upon layers of enchantments.
So basically, this is what I've got inside me times like 20.
Yeah.
Cool.
Open sesame.
Ka-ching. Door opens easily.
Excellent. Oh, fuck.
Crystal and Hofon, with your perception, you hear voices from the next room.
Oh boy.
discussing the work schedule.
Oh boy.
Various things. Things like, oh, we should finish up break soon. Do you reckon we'll get it up and running today? Like,
No.
idle chatter, effectively.
Oh yeah.
In common.
Yeah, pretty much. There's the occasional word in other languages sprinkled in, like, effectively like any depot workplace. It would be English, and then maybe like a Greek swear word, effectively, if we were to translate it to real life, followed by English, a German swear word,
Funnily
followed
enough,
by
the
someone
Greeks is
calling
to
someone a
reverse.
cunt.
Here we go up to the door. Don't know if I should prepare anything or just open the door and see what happens.
Can you do anything that involves lightning? We're inside metal, after all.
No. Shockingly, I'm not a Tempest cleric. I know that.
I'm also going to just say this in the kindest way possible. The last lightning bolt had a mind of its own to guide it. You're not so sure about if, let's say, the dog cast a lightning bolt, what might happen.
I just kind of whisper to everyone, be prepared. Because there's people on the other side of this. Well, creatures.
Voices.
Is that where Raymond's starting?
No.
I'm going to take a quick glance at the map and see which way it's pointing.
At this point, it's just spinning in circles.
Curses. Right.
As you were basically told by that taxi, it doesn't work within a certain range, and basically as soon as you got like within 100 yards of this thing, it just started spinning.
That's helpful. It could be outside the thing for all we know. Right. Open sesame.
Yep, give me a moment.
Are they robots? Yes, they are robots.
They're normal Warforged.
Wow, that door must be open.
Ooh, give me a moment. Give me a moment. I messed something up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I've just realized I made a mistake. Whoop. 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 I had tokens backwards.
I feel like those other guys are going to come up soon.
It's less come up soon, more they were meant to be a different NPC. That because I put all the tokens on at one time, I put them in the wrong places.
Righto, door opens.
Yeah. The one behind you just turns round. We've got intruders. Hits the table. The dull blue glow starts flashing red.
Yay.
Boop, 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 boop. Initiative.
There was no way to avoid that.
I don't know, does anyone have the silent spell?
No, I mean, as soon as you open the door.
So is the door opposite us open?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's why we can see this room.
Yeah.
Hmm. 17, natural 20, 10.
I regret being at the front.
15. And their initiative modifiers are not great.
-10. Excellent.
Not quite that bad.
Curses.
At least you know they're bad.
Right, make him make deck saves, is what I'm hearing.
First on the initiative order is Raymond.
I still get kind of surprised when that happens.
You're a Dex class. Get used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Good day.
But when
I'm
else have
surprised,
I
and I
been
can't
a
think.
Dex class?
What was that?
When else have I been a Dex class?
I mean, I'm a Dex class and I'm doing terrible.
Well, we're here to do something, so I'm guessing we're just killing these people.
Also, Puppy Dog is still invisible because he has like another 55 minutes left on invisibility until he attacks. Because it lasts an hour.
Straight up, let's
And-
try a stunning.
Yep. Go right
Well,
into
we'll try a stunning strike on this.
Well, you make the attack first, which does hit. Now you make
Awesome.
a stunning strike, which he has to make a con save for.
I'll just roll the damage on that.
Yep, because the hit goes through. Stunning strike, on the other hand.
How quick do you reckon it takes a Warforged to rust with water?
A long time.
What
that's my
is
thought.
your what's your wisdom
DC.
score?
My wisdom is Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, 16.
So +3, +4.
Should be a
It makes its
15.
it makes its con save.
Okay.
It rolled a 16.
Hit it again.
Whack! That connects. Remember to mark off a key point for that stunning strike.
Yeah, I'm down to 8 already. No, I'm down to 7 because why the hell not?
So your flurry of blowing.
Yep.
Yep. I'll tell
40 damage.
I'll tell you now. It drops on the third hit.
Ah. I'm
You've
allowed to
got-
move between the
Yeah,
hits,
yes,
aren't
you
I?
are.
You are.
You got movement left.
If you have movement left, you could literally have moved between each shot. That's why I'm telling you it went down the third strike. I'll still give you the 26 roll on the fourth,
Alright.
so you can walk up to
5,
another one
10,
and pop another
15. 1, 2, 3.
You can go to either one of them with these.
I'm going to here because give someone an advantage.
one. And then
And I'll hit this
whack
guy.
and then whack for another 9.
And I can put a stunning strike on the flurry of blows, can't I?
Yes.
Yes, it does
I will
burn a
try-
key point.
I will try a stunning blow on this guy as well.
Certainly.
That's 3 key points in one turn.
That's
But I took someone down.
that is a natural 2. So he is
So
stunned.
he's stunned.
Yes!
So where's his initiative? Somewhere.
Next is the guy at the top. The other one that Raymond didn't go to goes next.
The
Yes,
one
he's
that
a
Raymond
blood-
stunned acts just before Mikey.
He would have
Just a-
acted just before Mikey.
Blur of movement. His friend drops. I appear.
It's going to just stomp, 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 and make 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
It does not have advantage because the
Stunned.
other guy is stunned.
And I've got no key thing that would help me with this, do I?
No, you would have had to spend. You would have had to spend your bonus action to dodge last turn. for a
That's
key
right.
point, but you spent that bonus action to flurry of blows.
Yep.
At least one of those hits you, because one of those is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
The other one is a 17.
Misses.
Okay, you take 9 damage.
Well, that's not
Nine
terrible.
9 slashing damage. And that makes it Rusty's turn. 1, 2, 3. Crunch, crunch.
Hang on, don't I have... I have the Stone's Endurance. But I'm going to wait for an attack that hits me for 12 or
Yeah.
more.
So that hits. For a crunch of 8. It's still up. That hits. For a crunch of 12.
14.
It's still up. Marks it the puppy dog's turn. Who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do. Firebolt. With advantage because he's invisible. For 5. This one goes down. Next is the guy on the other side of the hallway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because he dashes. Makes it Epsilon's turn.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna go there.
Yep. As you take your shot, your first attack is at disadvantage.
Okay.
As the other Warforged uses its protection reaction.
Cool. I was going to say I'm marking the front wall
I assume.
as a bonus action. Yep.
You've moved specifically to where you're within your lance range.
Yeah.
Your attack was somewhat predictable, which is why I've said it's used its protection against your first shot. When when somebody attacks something within 5 feet of it, they can propose disadvantage on one of those attacks.
Cool.
Doesn't matter. Crunchy.
And then the second one, not so crunchy.
Do you need advantage for Assassin Stance?
No, I just need an ally with 5 feet of or advantage.
Second one misses.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn.
The one that is down. The other one that is down. And then Crystal's turn.
So the one next to Raymond's not down, is it?
This one is
No, no,
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are down have red X's through them.
Yeah. Only
Down.
old DC 17.
That's save for half, isn't it? No, Telford is save for none, isn't it?
Take a second. Yeah.
Save for
Or
none.
take. So I have to need to actually make it save then. No, it's down.
Cool. 27 damage.
It had 2 hit points left, which is why I asked if it was saved for half or not.
Yeah. And that'll do.
Cool. At the end of your turn, you hear as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walking out from the other room. Walks in. It is going to use its multi-attack with its great sword.
He says with gravitas.
23.
Only just hits.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
Looks like Dad's home.
Peter, you take. Because he has more than half of his hit points left. You take 16 on the first hit.
Ooh, yep.
And 16 on the second hit.
Yep.
And then that ends his turn. And we're going to
Ouch.
I'm going to add him to the turn order now. He rolled a 9, but I did not want to reveal that he was actually here. Until it was actually his turn.
And then we have a special guest.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Or
5.
just to make this fight
6,
harder.
1, 2, 3. Typhoon's turn.
Woohoo! Oh, look at that. They're all in a nice, roughish line.
Yeah, they're all in a nice roughish line, including 2 of your teammates.
Well, it depends on where it goes.
But at least I can move up to there, which then puts them...
True.
Oh no, it's not quite enough space to move up to there, damn it. Oh no, did that count?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
5. Yeah, that's 6 squares.
Cool, so I'm going to uncap the decanter of endless water that I have. Because, you know, funds.
And you're going to say
And
geyser?
as much as I'd love to, that still takes an action, annoyingly. I only need it to, you know, do a stream in this case.
Fair. Surprise, surprise. The waterbender took the decanter of endless water to not have resource problems.
Yeah.
So what you
And
doing?
because technically that's all I can do my turn, because it takes an action to do that.
I'm not gonna say you need an action to uncork the decanter.
Also, I can just freely draw from it then, if I'm not using one of its words.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say you probably would have uncorked it and like started stream going before the door was opened.
It's just a casual gallon of
Since
water
they're like,
across the floor.
since
Yeah.
Crystal specifically went, "Is everyone ready?" You probably would have gone
Yeah.
and gotten ready.
I'm gonna spend 2 key points and use my shoe maneuver called Water Drill.
Uh-huh.
Ta-da!
Which does what?
I have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
10 foot wide, 30-foot line.
Cool. The 2 normal Warforged. One rolled a nat 20, the other rolled a 9. The 9 does not make it. The nat 20 does. And then the guy who just walked into the room rolled a natural 18.
Oh well.
But
They take half as much damage if they succeed and are not pushed, but the one that failed gets pushed to the closest point outside the line and takes the full 16 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
So he took 8. He took 16 and can't get shoved because he's already adjacent to a wall. And then he took 8. Yep. That makes it Monkey's turn.
Can this guy hit me if I move away?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'm going up here. Nyobo.
But what happened to the shove guy?
Shoved guy was this guy who basically just bounced off the wall. There is a wall directly behind him.
Fair enough.
27 hits, he takes 8 damage. 22 hits.
I don't think I'll use too much of the stunning strike, but I will punch.
Yeah, so he takes 12. You can make a third attack as a bonus action without expending ki, or you can make 2 attacks for a key point. So if you only want to make that third attack, you don't have to spend a key point on it.
Could I switch that to my staff then?
No, because the bonus action attack does have to be an unarmed strike. You have extra attack for 2 weapons. Then you have the option of 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action, or 2 as a bonus action with the key point.
Well, I already took the key away, so I'll do it this time anyway.
Fair.
And if this knocks him out, I can move.
Yeah, so that does knock him out. And then that hits as well. These basic guys aren't particularly hard to hit.
No, but knocking out the little guys is always good before you get swarmed.
Yeah. So that ends your turn. Next up is guy who is unconscious, who immediately just stands back up, grits his teeth, and takes 2 swings at you. He rolled a natural 20.
Damn!
So he's going to make 2 attacks against you. That's a natural 1 and a natural 13.
Well, the 1 misses.
What is your AC?
18.
He hits you.
Okay.
You take 8 damage.
Yep.
And then that ends his turn. Makes it Rusty's turn, who's going to go step, take a swing, which misses. Takes a second swing, which also misses. Yeah, because that was a 16 and then an 8 with disadvantage because of imposing strike, and then a natural 3. Makes it Prince's turn. I realize I don't need to roll Rusty manually because I actually have a character sheet for him for once. Who's going to go, that person just stood back up. Firebolt. Which misses because it's a 12. Next is guy who is unconscious. Who rolled a not enough to get back up. Makes it Epsilon's turn.
You have evasion, don't you, Raymond?
Yes. Why do I not like the sound of that?
I'm gonna stand there. For the first time, everyone sees runes start glowing around my mouth as I activate Dragon's Breath.
Fum, 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 fum.
Massive cone of fire just gouts out in 15-foot cone. So it would hit the Warforged and Raymond.
Cool. He rolled a natural 2 on his saving throw, so he's going to use Indomitable and re-roll. And rolled a 17. So he succeeds.
Dex saving throw.
Yes.
I think I succeeded.
Yes, you take no damage.
Yeah, you take no damage.
It's basically fire. I leap!
Main guy at the front here takes half damage because he made his saving throw on his reroll. So he takes
7 damage.
7. And then this guy here needs to make his dexterity saving throw, which he rolled a 16. He takes full damage. He is unconscious.
And the one next door to him doesn't matter because he only had 1.
He only has the 1 hit point. He doesn't get a saving throw because he takes at least 1 damage because he doesn't have evasion.
But after that, you guys just see the runes just keep circling the mouth still.
Next is...
At least give me warning!
Guy who is next to Typhoon. Where did that dice go? I dropped the dice on my chair and it ran away. That is not enough. Other guy who is down. That is not enough. It is now Crystal's turn.
Crystal goes. Just the one left, hey. Let's just go for another toll. Make it safe.
He fails. He's going to use Indomitable and re-roll. That's a success.
Curses. Well, that's all I can really do.
How many times can you use Indomitable?
He can use it twice. It's his turn. He's going to turn. He's going to look at the guy who just breathed fire, and he's going to grit his teeth. And we're going to check what his stat sheet says he can do.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, look, that's a bonus action. He's going to use Second Wind and heal. And then he's going to hit you twice.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
All the floors in here are metal, right?
Uh-huh.
How slippery are they when wet?
Probably decently slippery.
Okay, just thinking because we just threw a drill of water at them earlier.
Yeah. Well, he whiffs one of those attacks with a natural 1. And then a natural 7. He whiffs both of his attacks. Typhoon turn.
Wow, it's back to mine already.
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
Lots of
Elemental
people
Strike.
unconscious. Turns go very quickly.
Let's see, one Elemental Strike.
Hit.
And then another Elemental Strike.
Miss. Surprise, surprise. Natural 1 miss.
Typhoon put enough water on the floor already.
Okay, monkey turn.
Okay. Well, I can stand on a space that somebody's downed, right?
Yes, you can.
Well, you
They
can't
can-
see me, but that's where I am.
They count as difficult terrain.
So let's see if I can actually hit this guy.
The guy moved it to back. Let me check his hit. That hits his AC.
Okay.
Yep,
Well, that one does too.
one hits. Yep.
I don't know how big this dungeon is, so I'm just gonna hit him once, or try to.
Yep.
And that's it for my turn.
Yep. Next.
27 damage, not bad.
Next is guy who stood up last time, who doesn't stand up this time. Now it's Rusty's turn, who's going to go Kastep. And he's going to swing twice at this guy.
Yeah, Raymond, why do you think I'm using so many cantrips? Because Raymond keeps going. Because James keeps going. Make sure you mark things off your sheet.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to go below half my key points in the first freaking battle.
Oh, I'm already down to 4 of 9.
I'm at 5 of 9, so I think I'll stick there for a little bit.
I'm
Oh,
at
that-
7 of
that-
9. Wait, what?
7 of 9.
That water drill cost me 4 key points.
Epsilon turn.
Ooh, yay.
Doggo doesn't have any spells he can really use because all of his shit is AoE.
Bonus action, mark him since I didn't do it. Actually, wait.
Really? Does that magic missile?
He does, but like, he'd rather keep his first level spells for other shit. Just
Oh,
in
that's,
case.
yeah. Why did I think magic missile was a fucking cantrip?
Yeah, don't worry, you're not the only one. Yeah, no, a lot of his other, he's already down a first level spell slot from using mage armor.
Yeah.
And he wants, because you guys are up high, he wants to keep the other ones for Featherfall.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Because under his logic, he has no idea if there's going to be a trapdoor somewhere and someone's just going to get yeeted out a 300-foot drop.
Yeah. Yeah, bonus action, mark him.
Yep.
And then I will attempt a... Let's go mountain hammer.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Don't you have disadvantage within 5 feet, so this is a flat roll, yes?
Not with gun lancers.
Okay, that's why I was asking.
It's not that much, but yeah.
Oh, overcomes damages. I already rolled the con save, thinking you were using a different ability.
I don't think a 17 hits.
No, 17 does not hit.
Damn.
Next.
That's it.
Chocolate time.
Crystal turn.
Crystal turn.
Woo, Crystal!
Yeah, okay. Is that an AoE?
Oh, sorry.
Let's go with that.
He does not make that.
Excellent.
He rolled an 11 on his dex save.
Take
I
13
know
already.
all of your stuff is saved, so I had already rolled.
A lot of my stuff is saved.
Okay, he's gonna sit there and go, surrounded, and immediately just swing his greatsword twice. This time he's gonna bring one at... he's gonna bring one at the monkey and one at Peter, because Rusty has yet to hit him. Raymond. 19.
Damn it.
Peter. Yeah, that hits.
Some ridiculously high number.
It's a 25.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taken that much damage. Which means he still has over 50% of his health, so he does extra damage.
Oh, fuck.
Raymond, you take 19 damage. Peter, you take
Hang on.
20 damage.
I'm doing Stone's Endurance,
Uh-huh.
which is a D12 plus my Constitution off that damage. So my Constitution. So
You take
yeah.
11.
8.
Wait,
Woo!
you said a D12, right?
Oh wait, that was a D8. Whoops.
You rolled a hit dice.
Yeah, I just realised that. Hang on, ignore that one. Slash 1 D12.
Yeah, so you take
Plus
12
2.
off, so you take 7 damage.
7 damage. Woohoo! If I took the 12, I'd be below half health.
Cool.
If I took the full damage, the 19.
Yeah, so you save your con save. Yeah, he can't move because he's completely surrounded. Guy under Raymond. Typhoon turn.
Woo! Elemental strike away.
Hit. Hit.
Woo!
Monkey turn.
Mm-hmm. So, staff, punch.
Definitely hits. 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 Amazing.
question.
Raymond actually has a character that can hit for once.
Have I missed yet?
Only
Yes.
stunning strikes, as far as I know.
That
All he
doesn't
need-
count.
All he needed was a +9.
All he needed was to
Unknown-
abandon muscles and then... all he...
Go for agility.
No, to say with the meme, all he had to do was return to monk. Return to monkey.
And not use range.
So that is what? 14, 26, 33 damage. Yep. Next is guy who stood up, who promptly dies at that point. He rolled a nat 20 and then 2 nat 1s back to back on his death saving throws. Rusty's turn. Rusty, go crunch. Rusty, go crunch. Rusty, go crunch. That is 33 damage. That makes it Prince's turn, who's going to sit there and go, yeah, outside of magic missile, everything else is AoE. Back to firebolt. which hits, and surprise, surprise, he doesn't have above half health anymore. That changed around real quick.
I was going to say, can someone do the healy? I'm feeling a 6 out of 70 something.
He because you can do the math. He went from 40 damage to 140 in three turns.
I like that. Okay, I'm gonna proceed to crush people's skulls.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Am
crunch,
I?
crunch. Yep.
Does anyone think I'm going to need a 5th level spell slot in the next 20 minutes?
Yeah,
I can heal and I can regain back key points.
Just because I've got mass cure wounds.
Um,
Can I regain key?
on a
Takes me
short
30
rest.
minutes to regain key.
no. Rusty will heal Peter
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't expend spell slots, but he expends hit points to do so.
Right.
And then
I can heal
self-heals.
Rusty.
Because Rusty can drop Cure Wounds for only 5 hit points a time.
Well, that's not bad.
Mm.
How many hit points is that crazy guy on?
Still has 101.
He good for a while. He good.
So that just straight up maxes it out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So how far are you down, Peter?
6 out of 73.
2d8 plus 4, so 16. He'll just cast it through.
Isn't that 20?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I was doing math on how many times he has to cast the spell.
I was going to say 3 times puts me up more than enough.
Yeah. So he'll use it 3 times, which is a third of the spells he has, and lose 15 hit points. And then if one person can heal him with 1 cure wounds, he'll regain all of those hit points.
Would a D8 plus what's my key?
Would a healing potion work?
Healing potion is not affected by Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, it does.
It's any healing.
Then healing potion would give him like 10 back.
Cool, I hand him 2 healing potions.
Glug, glug. He goes up 5 hit points.
This is why I do healing potions.
Do I have
But
any
yeah,
of
no,
those?
I'm holding that for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's only down 10 hit points now. I don't know if anybody else is missing hit points.
I'm missing 30.
I'm missing.
You're missing 30.
24.
Did you say?
Yeah, I got hit by a lightning bolt.
He hits you for cure wounds for 20 hit points.
Typhoon's missing 50.
Hits Typhoon for we'll say twice for 40. So that's like another.
And I'm.
That's 15
Oh, wait.
ticked off again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I am
5,
down by
1, 2, 3,
24.
5, 2, 3.
I was going to say, I only have 1 healing potion left. I'm going to save that for if one of our healers actually go down.
Well, if we can take a 30-minute rest break somewhere, I can regain key points. And I can keep healing.
I was going to say, is the place still red?
Yes.
I don't think we're going to have 30 minutes.
No.
Rusty can heal twice more, but then he's completely out of the ability to cast spells.
Save
right.
it.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, the tank is also a very good healer. Rusty might be fucking busted.
I've got this Beacon of Hope up for another 9 turns.
Well, by the time Rusty has dropped all of his things, it's only got like 4 turns left. Well, he's cast 7 one-action spells at this point.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's got like 3 turns left by the end of that.
Which means my one's gone. Because that's only a minute as well.
Mikey, you've moved into the next room, yeah?
Well, I was following Pete.
Okay, so Pete, you moved out there first, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a moment.
Fuck.
You step
Do I
in-
move back to the door?
We'll move Mikey to there. You go to there. Give me a moment. Come on, go to reveal. I'm clicking the reveal button and it's deciding to be annoying and not turn on the reveal function.
Yeah.
That room opens up. That's actually swiveled round the other way and fires down the hallway.
Oh, fuck.
Whoever's firing it's holding on real tight.
There is no one firing it.
Welcome to the possessed automaton.
It is self-firing. What's your AC, Peter?
22.
It hits you.
Oh.
It hits you and then probably just snaps upwards as several of the wires break. As it rolled a 37 to hit.
Oh, fuck.
It rolled a. Okay.
Can we take that with us?
Did it just break?
Yeah.
Did it crit?
No.
Yeah.
Was it close to critting?
Yes. It rolled a 19.
Oh, how much damage do I take?
22. And you're knocked prone and slammed into the wall.
I was going to say, is he pinned to the back wall?
Yes. As the rest of you are like, Crystal, you're walking forwards, and the rest of you are looking over, and just suddenly that entire hallway just lights up blue for a second.
And I see an Omega, Epsilon, sorry, just fling across the room.
Yeah,
You just see me standing there going, hey, what's that? And I just
And Epsilon walks into the hallway, and you hear, whoop, and then there's a flash, and then Epsilon isn't there anymore.
Ooh.
So we just watch the streak of light and then Epsilon disappears and Stephanie's like,
It's not even
neat.
it's not even a streak of light. It's like someone got flashbanged in the other room. It's just bright, and then he's not there.
Hey, hey, monkey guy, poke your head around the corner.
Oh.
Edge head through doorway, looking. Give a quick look.
As you look down, you see this just cocked straight up at the roof.
Ha!
I want it.
Look other direction.
It's not
see...
actually on wheels. This was just the only token I could find. Yeah, looking the other direction, there's just Epsilon upside down, pressed against the wall, and a giant scorch mark on the wall.
So this thing is not aiming towards us anymore. This is good.
Yeah, it's aiming straight up.
I'm assuming that was lightning damage.
It was force damage.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
No, it's not a ballista, it's a cannon.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, it's aimed straight at the ceiling now. Like, imagine like every scene you've seen like a pirate movie where the cannon is suddenly no longer buckled down and it just shoots into a wall.
It's fired and broken the chains and flipped over.
This being stationary has just kicked back straight up. And when Crystal sticks their head out and looks, and same with the monkey man because they got enough perception, they can see like a lot of the bearings and like effectively most of the aiming mechanism is just completely twisted and bent.
Okay, we got a busted cannon and a scorched ally.
It's almost as if it wasn't designed to shoot inwards.
So I go over to him. You okay, buddy?
Wasn't expecting that.
Do you need some help peeling him off the wall?
How deeply embedded is he?
Oh, not really. He's just hit the
I just
wall.
like fall forward.
Just, make sure you don't do more damage to yourself.
Statistically, the gun doesn't even actually have knockback, but it's also not supposed to be hit from with this close, so it has knockback this one time.
And with a gun that size, you're getting hit by whatever's fired.
Yeah.
Monkey Man, I will say, because you're in the room, with your passive perception, you do notice that the roof is awful drippy.
Look up.
Right around here.
Where?
The roof is very drippy, almost molten in places.
We should probably move
Where?
out of this room.
Like the whole roof or just one area?
Basically that, like, 10 square feet in the middle there.
Oh, okay.
Roughly where
So
you were
basically-
standing when you got hit.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeek, yeek. Okay, explain what is in the next room.
I was going to say, there's a hatch leading up and down. Oh. Check up first. Check head.
I'm going to ask in the nicest way possible, Peter, how are you aware that that goes up and down?
Symbol.
That's just a staircase symbol. It's a ladder. It's the same one that's over here.
Well, he just assumed, okay? Characters are allowed to assume without actually knowing what shit's going on.
It does look a lot like someone climbing up and down a ladder.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because it wouldn't be the first time Peter has looked up a map in advance.
No,
I
it's
didn't
just
even know this was coming.
Yeah, no, but it's also not that hard to type Warforged Colossus map and get the one of 3 results from Google.
yeah, it looks a lot like someone a ladder going up and
Yeah,
down. I was thinking that before.
With that justification, it was just Pete went like, because he said it with such conviction that raised questions.
We've also come in at the shoulder. There's one exit. I'm assuming it has to go to the head at some point.
Yeah, but you didn't say, like, looks up. You said looks up and down, which is why I was questioning it. It's one of those times where it sounded like you'd looked into things. As you all move through the room, though, and you hear explanations, I need initiative checks from everyone. Actually, give me a second. I have to check my notes. I may not...
Trying to clear the tracker.
no, never mind. It's not this room, sorry. Originally, there was another encounter in this room. I have since moved it. Don't mind me.
I just wanted to see where this bit goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You wander out there. There are 2, like, these are the ballista bolts you saw earlier.
Excellent.
These are the actual ballista launchers.
I might do a quick search of the room for things and or stuff.
Certainly.
Let's help!
Investigation check.
Oh, with help. Excellent. Hey, wait, Bailey, what's your investigation?
What's my investigation?
Yeah.
-1. You definitely go.
All right. No.
You find generalized tools and an old coffee mug.
I think I'm good.
And by old,
You don't need
I
this?
mean you try to move it and it's been there long enough, it has welded itself to the table.
Alrighty. Do we want to go up or down?
I was going to say, while they're doing that, I'll go back
gosh.
into this room and can I check out the weapons and the body plates of these Warforged, see if there's anything special about them.
Cool. Just basic arm blades and like mid-tier integrated platings.
Okay, so nothing special.
And a greatsword on the one that was swinging the greatsword around. Sort of standard run-of-the-mill soldier stuff.
Yep.
Hey,
The one with the great sword.
yeah.
The great sword. Alright,
I was gonna
Intrepid
say-
Adventures, we want up or down?
Hey, James.
Someone else can go first.
Mm-hmm.
What's the view like out of the broken arm?
Desert. That's pointing
Windy.
towards the desert. It's windy, it's sandy, it's just desert as far as the eye can see.
I was going to say, check up first, less space.
Hey, Crystal, look at this view.
Why? I've seen the desert before.
I mean, have you seen it out of the severed shoulder joint of a giant thing?
Does it look like sand?
I mean, yes, there's lots of sand everywhere, but it's from a different perspective.
I don't need perspective.
Okay.
Up the ladder.
Up the ladder. You arrive to the southeast.
There is not enough space there. Oh no, there's just enough space there for everyone.
Who wants to open the door?
Well, you're there, you can open it.
Open the door.
Cool. Dex save from everyone, please.
Again.
Damn it. Damn it!
Fuck.
I'm gonna die just from fucking opening door.
As the room is fireballs.
Fireball.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Raymond takes no damage. Because evasion.
Sorry, guys.
And Mikey's immune.
And I'm immune.
Wait, you're immune to fire.
And I have resistance.
Cool.
Yeah, from killing the Rathalos and got the gem, so now I'm immune to fire.
Yeah, he got the fuck off hard, like, nat 20 roll.
And I got the 19 right behind him.
That was Bobby.
Because I keep getting fireballed. I'm like, I need this.
And then that was Rusty. So they both make it. Pete takes half damage. Mikey takes no damage. Bailey takes half damage.
Question.
Legitimately,
Does
everyone takes no damage or half damage.
Do I take half of the damage that's left due to resistance, or am I only getting half because I succeeded the save?
You take quarter damage. You halve your half.
Okay, just thought I'd check because I wasn't sure.
Save halves damage, then resistance is applied.
Okay, cool.
So Bailey, you take 7 damage. Everyone else takes 14 unless you're Mikey or Raymond.
I might as well just walk up and punch this thing. What's he gonna do? Burn me?
You're welcome to get into a fist fight with it, but it looks...
I have a
lots of
mace.
legs.
It's probably welded to its sheath.
Initiative checks. So yes.
Okay, initiative. You know, I never do like rolling high initiatives.
At least
you are
you're
still
not first.
No, he is
Oh, no.
first. He has higher dex.
Like, as Typhoon, I have slight concern about flinging water around in this room. But
Why,
as
'cause it's full of
also
electricity?
Typhoon... Yeah, as also Typhoon, I have, like, minimal concern about flinging water around this room because fuck off fire thingy.
Raymond, you're up first.
Is this a fire spider?
No, it's
Another living
it's a
spell.
series of swirling fireballs. It's just there is when you're looking for living spells, there's only like 4 images.
Yeah,
The
it's
token-
just it's got like 8 legs. That's all.
Yeah.
It's because the token for this is actually for living burning hands.
Fair enough.
Because there is like, as I said, there's like 5 living spell tokens. That hits.
So you're punching fire with a wooden staff, yeah?
Yeah.
Not
Magic
exactly
wooden staff.
wooden.
It's a magic weapon, and because he's also a monk, it counts as a magic weapon because he's above level 6. No,
It's also
only
an
unarmed strikes.
immovable rod.
Yeah. So it counts as a magic weapon. Both of those hits, so 20 damage.
Is it still is it still up? Because the lightning spell died pretty quick.
Yes, it's still up. The lightning spell took more hits than that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just unsure about putting my fist into the fire.
Yeah.
Stunning strike.
Yes, stun a fireball.
I don't know if it's
Try
immune.
it, I guess.
You reckon the con of a fireball is?
It rolled a 24 on its con save.
Oh,
Ouch.
I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah, to say that's pretty good with the 24.
Ah, to hell with it.
That is a hit.
My fist hit the.
Well, you got one more fist, huh?
If he spends a key point, unless that was.
I am not spending another key point because everybody else is about to have their turn. If the thing is still standing next round, I'll use one.
Rusty go bonk. Both of those attacks hit.
Jesus.
It promptly explodes.
By taking piecing damage.
Shh.
Would that be piecing damage?
And I'm gonna say I did actually go back and correct that because I thought I had that wrong. So yeah, it just out of existence
Goodies.
as its wombo combo down. Living spells, specifically third level ones, aren't amazingly durable. They are very much glass cannons, as you saw with the lightning bolt.
investigate the room.
Aid.
I can help.
Because for reference, those things swing 5d6 on a standard attack, and they have multi-attack.
So we're having two separate people investigating the room, and I'm helping Crystal.
Cool, with a 17, nope. Big fancy thing in front of you that you're like,
Looks like an arcane gun.
cool, I have no idea what that does. It's a weapon of some sort.
Does anyone have a bag of holding?
Not fit. And the last time you touched something like this, you destroyed the celestial gate.
I'd like to point out that character is not here to press a big red button anymore. We should be safe. That said, if you'd like someone to press a big red button, I'm sure we can find someone else in the party.
I take it there's no more means of egress from this room other than the ladder.
No.
Does it go up? Does it go up?
There is one. It's called jump.
It's a one-way trip.
Spend an hour and a short rest.
I mean, if you guys really need a short rest.
I mean, key points?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend half an hour here, look at. I have no pressing needs.
So I'm assuming with the 17 there was nothing of interest on the side tables either.
No, not really. So
I thought Mikey was doing a search of the room.
No, he was aiding me.
Oh, I thought Mikey was doing a separate one.
No,
Oh, well.
this corner is what would basically equate to a computer/programming monitor, and this side is basically a mapping table.
Okay.
Just says, dear grid coordinates.
Pretty much.
Wish you weren't
it's
there.
not mapping for the sake of where to shoot. It's mapping as if this might be a primary lookout point for when this thing was traveling. The map that was on there is long since faded. It's just a blank piece of paper at this point.
Yeah.
And mending doesn't fix.
Mending does not fix ink. No. It specifically says it does not fix ink.
Yeah. Does this ladder go up again, or is it only down?
It goes up again.
Well, after our short rest, we should go up again.
So was this a neck laser or something?
Mouth laser.
Oh, there's up more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up into like the brain.
So you're deciding to take a short rest, yeah?
I was going to say, I thought this was the top, so do short rest after the top. Like, at the top. It's my recommendation.
Well,
How many key points have you guys got left?
4.
4.
Is that enough for another combat?
Probably
I can
one
only
more for me.
I can only use water drill one more time because that takes 4 key points.
Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's healing Doggo, who has 4 hit points.
That's good.
Doggo's still invisible. Oh,
No, Doggo's been visible for a while. Yeah,
I guess.
Doggo has taken 2 AoEs as a wizard.
Yeah. I'm surprised Doggo wasn't healed before when it was maxed.
He was. No, he wasn't because he was at mostly full health.
Okay.
The thing was, Doggo then took a 14 on the next thing.
Yeah. I was going to say up once more.
It's the case that Doggo only has like 50 health. He only has just under 60. So both times he's taken about half his hit points, and Rusty was trying to save his healing.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going up again because I feel like we're going to get bum rushed if we take a rest. By the way, James is saying, so you're taking a long rest or a short rest?
I'm trying to confirm before people start ticking stuff off and then you guys decide not to. Because there's been times before you're like, let's take a short rest, and someone starts ticking up key points, and then people decide not to, and then we have to try and figure out how many key points someone had left.
Yeah. Up to the top, if this isn't the top yet.
No, it's not the top yet. Come on, reveal, not try to hide it again. To the north.
Oh, there it is. Where are we? Up
You
there.
come in at the back.
Yeah. There's a person there.
Yes, there is.
Raymond's trying
Love
to...
how this whole party manages to get up through the hatch before they know us.
Yes, we're very quiet.
Well, it's as you're coming up, the chair just spins around.
I've been expecting you.
Mr.
Can you give us a minute? We're climbing still.
Threat acknowledged. Ascertained as intruders.
How you going?
State objective.
Exploration.
Insignificant. State further objective.
Do we know what the thing we're looking for?
No. There's just a thing here. There's just a powerful magic item.
Was sent to find artifact of power.
Acknowledged. Thieves.
Mention who by you, idiot.
Sent by God. For a divine purpose.
I'm trying to think of how to word this.
Fuck off, got it.
Designation
We'll come back
God not acknowledged.
Higher being, greater power, beyond our mortal realm.
Omnipotent creature.
One that'll fuck you up if you disobey.
Designation insignificant.
I wouldn't say that.
What designation is significant?
Orders only authenticated from King Kael'thor. He's been dead 490 years.
The being we are sent by is greater even than this fully weaponized battle station.
Illogical.
Yeah, yeah.
The lights start blaring again. Readying
Why
battle stations.
are you here?
Fulfill objective.
Which one?
Crush opposing kingdoms.
Which
The
one
lights
is?
begin flashing quicker.
Which ones are opposing you today?
Give me a moment. I have to double check my notes. Designation opposition. All who oppose Kingdom of Aethol. And Aethol, whatever the desert's called, I'm blanking on the name at the moment.
Legion.
Elysium. Aethor is the high god. I have like three things going by A in this campaign. It's hard to keep them straight sometimes.
Is there a war happening at the moment?
Affirmative.
Since when?
The war has been raging for... Give me a moment to open the calculator.
400 years plus.
$186,368 lunar cycles.
Can I get that in English, even though I'm technically a
512 years.
Thank you. I couldn't figure that out for the life of me.
That's, when's the last time you've seen an enemy?
Reported in?
Last enemy was sighted 184 lunar cycles ago.
And when's the last time you received orders or any sort of communication from your kingdom?
Irrelevant. Designed to operate as a standalone unit until operations are fulfilled.
Because there's no war happening outside right now.
Illogical. We have not yet reached the battlefield. The war must still be raging on. We were designed to end the war.
The war, I assume...
Wait.
Well, I mean, this guy fought in the war. Pointing at Pete.
I lean forward. Slightly different war. Mine was against ungodly beings, not other nations.
Shut up!
Your make is similar to my own. You must be an ally. Or a traitor. The lights start glaring again, and a yellow light comes on. Traitors will not be tolerated.
I step forward, and I will say my full designation.
As the yellow lights come on, by the way, these wheel around to face you.
Fuck.
Bluff faster! Bluff faster!
You say your full designation.
Yes, and go in service of the kingdom I was constructed to face off against the threats beyond man.
Designation and objective not recognized. Impersonator suspected. This is a problem when you say, I have a secret objective. The people from your army go, we don't know who the fuck you are.
I was going to say it's less secret. It's more, it was technically fulfilled.
No, Dragonforged are secrets. That's why there's like 12 of you.
Yeah.
You were not a public project.
Rusty, I'm going to need you to step up here, big man.
I was gonna say, who the fuck has good charisma? None of us.
The dog.
At this point, Rusty does step forwards.
I mean, if Kef was still here, but this would have been a shit
I
job. Kef
want to
was
say
here.
like all the other cities have capitulated, but
Give me a second. I'm going to go dig through my files and find my stuff for Rusty.
Gonna say, can I offer a memory share and like show that the peace is currently a kingdom? The kingdom's currently at peace.
You want to do a
Yeah, the
mind
beast is
meld?
currently a kingdom.
Yeah, do a Vulcan mind meld.
Okay, I'll allow this, Peter. You want to
Yeah.
you want to try and do a memory tap, okay?
I was joking, but
Do you offer this?
see, I get the feeling this is going to go badly, and I'm going to be controlled.
I'm giving you the option. You are a techno-organic being. It is theoretically a possibility.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Take a risk.
I'll take the risk. I say, would you consent to share allocated memories regarding current kingdom situation?
Sharing of databases. Acceptable. I will engage firewalls before allowing access to system. At which point, on the gold platform before you, a small hatch opens up, and there is a small cable that hangs out. As you approach, it shoots out like a javelin and stabs in under your chin straight up through the bottom of your skull.
Oh, fuck.
You take 27 piercing damage, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw followed by a wisdom saving throw.
Why couldn't it be intelligence? Yeah, no.
Oh boy.
This is
Make
going
your
to
whiz
go
save.
badly.
Make your whiz save. I need both.
No. And it was 21 damage?
Mm-hmm.
7, wasn't it?
27 piercing.
Oh, 27. You don't have to worry about fighting me much if it's going to turn to that.
The lights are red, 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 yellow, red, red, off. Solid red. And speech is in
Okay.
twitch, 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 twitch.
What are you doing to him?
We are determining the level of corruption within his databases.
Corruption, eh? I didn't even know he was corrupt. Are you at least checking to see if we're telling the truth?
Irrelevant.
How is that irrelevant? The whole point of this conversation.
The spike withdraws from your jaw, Peter, and you fall unconscious.
Yep.
Engaging system reboot.
Data acquisition complete. Summary. Summary.
Kingdoms at
Threat. Objective still to be completed. Yes, the war is finished. Their objective was to destroy specific cities that are still standing. You've just confirmed
You've just given them an update.
You've just confirmed you came from one of them.
I feel like
where you saved the current leader.
Yeah, but that wasn't the leader that they were meant to be fighting.
Does it sound like this computer gives a shit?
But wouldn't it have shown that peace was established and there's no longer a war?
As I said, irrelevant. They have orders to destroy said city that's still there.
Yeah, but don't the orders...
No, their orders were destroy city.
But
destroy city, end war.
Yeah, but the war has ended.
Secondary objective.
Yeah, secondary objective.
You are arguing with what is effectively buggy software. You also have to think.
Oh god, is this Cortana from Halo? Like
It's been
3
sitting
or whatever
here
it is.
It's been sitting here 500 years, dwelling on this objective. You're also assuming the programming's still intact 100%.
Yeah, I'm just I'm
basically
before we're
rampant.
shot in the face with fucking ballistas. Trying to find a non-violent solution to being shot in the face.
Rusty was stepping forwards. He's witnessed all this, and he's like, Just sort of leans over. I don't think this is going to end peacefully.
No, it's not.
This guy should be in a museum.
Rusty gives you a side glance.
Visiting or attraction?
Is there anything short of your destruction of cities and whatnot able to make you stand down?
Completion of primary objective.
What if primary objective is no longer relevant?
Primary objective is still relevant. Information gathered pertains to multiple cities on primary objective still intact.
Yes, but what about the state of your kingdom?
Irrelevant. We are the spearhead, not the shield. Our objective is to eliminate threats to the kingdom.
If the kingdom no longer exists, how do you eliminate threats to something that doesn't exist?
By eliminating the threats in revenge.
Well, that doesn't protect anything, and is therefore a moot point.
I mean, would it be wrong to just go back down the ladder at this point because it's just robots and a crystal talking and there's nothing here to do?
Try to de-escalate.
Good luck with the de-escalating, but
the portcullis is locked, Bailey. It's also being stood on by multiple people. What was your last standpoint?
There's no point in destroying something in the defense of the kingdom if the kingdom no longer exists.
Irrelevant. Primary objective still stands.
Curses.
I was tasked with primary objective. Primary objective will be fulfilled. I am going to ask you kindly once to leave.
And what happens if we leave?
I will destroy you later.
Right. Well, that kind of
I will
seals
give you
that.
a chance to run while I get this unit back up into operation.
Well, I guess we have a chance to run then, fellas.
okay, but can everyone get off the hatch first?
Although direction of running was never implied. Go.
As you try to open the
4,
door,
5, 6.
as you try to open, fair. You charge him.
Yeah.
Fair. Can everyone roll? Let me clear the initiative and let's everybody roll initiative.
This is my surprise round.
Yeah. Wait for me to clear the initiative table tracker though. Yep.
Oop, jeez.
Oh, I'm not first.
Oh, I mean, a team with a chance of going first. Probably should have poked Pete on the way through. Doesn't matter.
Now, that's not needed. As you run past and you prepare your surprise round, the rest of you watch as a couple of cables withdraw from underneath Epsilon, and Epsilon's eyes, boop 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 boop.
Is that
Probably don't
Windows
need to be
startup?
whispering that, Peter.
Well, that was before you said it. So.
So, reprogrammed ally.
Yeah. Boop-de-boop-de-boop-de-boop-de-boo.
I feel like that counts as charmed.
Let's see. Let's close that one. Let me just get all the appropriate stat blocks open. I need that one because I need. Cool. That's a decent initiative score. Yoop. So,
Oh boy.
you get first action, then both the bolters go.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll run to there or move to there. Do I grapple him? No, I'll go.
I'd like to pose the question to you, Marky. If you grapple him, what will you do?
Just unload inflict wounds onto him. Does he have any weapons on him at all?
Not that you saw. You're now close enough to see a countdown on the desk on one of the monitors.
Then what number is it at?
It reads 12.
Oh boy. Do I go with a grapple? Can I can't cast spells while I'm in a grapple, can I?
No. Only touch spells.
Oh, good. That's a touch spell. Excellent. Grapple is athletic.
I do believe touch spells would be at disadvantage, I want to say.
And
There's nothing stopping you casting, say, inflict wounds, which is a touch spell. But
Yeah.
being a spell attack melee, it wouldn't even be at disadvantage.
Yeah, well, it's a melee spell attack, and it's
It's
doesn't have
not
material
something that
credit.
comes up because normally casters don't grapple people. Normally casters are the ones being grappled.
Well, I'm going to try and grapple him,
Sure.
which is an athletics check.
It's an attack roll first.
Is it just like a strength attack roll with proficiency?
It's a strength attack roll, no proficiency, I believe.
So that would just be one of these. Yeah.
Even with proficiency, that wasn't going to hit.
Yeah. Well, that's really all I could do because that's my action.
You don't have extra attack, do you?
No.
Then no, you can't try to make a grapple on the secondary shot. Then.
As a bonus action, I'll do that thing where my shield becomes all over the joint.
Yeah. Which will actually benefit you going forwards, because if you do end up grappling him, your shield will still benefit you.
Yeah.
Cool. Now it's the Oaken Bolters' turns. Who you are currently the active threat. Shashunk.
Which is why I tried to grapple the dude.
They're both gonna use multi-attack on you.
Excellent.
So they're gonna start off with their lancing bolts each. That's a miss, because that's a natural 7. And that's a 23 total on the second one.
Yeah, it is.
So the second hit is 17 damage.
Jeez.
The one that missed you is going to fire a second lancing bolt for an 18 to hit, which I don't believe hits you. And then the one that hit you is going to shoot a harpoon at you.
Ow.
For a 21 to hit.
Oh, just.
You need to make... well, you are currently grappled as you take 13 damage. Target is grappled in this way. A creature's speed isn't reduced, but can only move in directions that would bring it closer to the bolter. And you'll take an additional d10 if you escape from the grapple or if it tries and fails. And then the Oaken Bolter is going to spend its bonus action to pull you 20 feet towards it.
Rude. Is that,
Sure.
Close enough.
I was going to say, is there anything I could do about that, or is it like it just does it?
No, it just does that. You can try to escape next turn as an action. Well, you can try to escape effectively now on your turn.
I could just poke it.
You could, yes.
Bells.
You know, it's basically if it hits you with the harpoon, which does less damage, it then grapples you and can tow you in.
Yeah.
Can tow you in.
So 12 doesn't hit it.
12 does not hit it.
Curses! Well, that's where I am now.
That makes it his turn. Cool. Give me a second to figure out what the fuck he can do. I have to check which stat block I have him set up for. Yeah, it seems right. He's just gonna raise. He's gonna just raise his hand, and as he twists it, any of you that can see the countdown, it ticks from 12 to 6, and that ends his turn, making it Epsilon's turn.
Kill. Well, first of all, stand up. Then, as an action, I am going to activate the belt.
Yep.
Causing the two ballistas and the robot to have advantage for their next turn.
Yep. And another target.
Yep.
Well, actually, another 2 targets.
Yeah.
You know, I spoke with a backup team to see if this was appropriate. This was the one outcome we didn't foresee.
What's that?
Pete joining the enemy.
Then I'm gonna hit the puppy. I don't want to say it.
Yep.
I know he's got the AoEs.
And that's not a melee attack, is it?
It is a melee attack.
It is?
It is. I have reach.
Well, then, you fucker can make me a dex saving throw.
Does that have to target you?
Has to target someone, either me or within 5 feet of me. You're going to go hit the wall to the left of me instead.
No.
If you fail the dex. Yep, you fail the dex.
I fail it with a 19?
Oh, sorry, my thing was casually covering the 1 there. My apologies. No, you succeed. Puppy takes it anyway.
Cool. And because it's a thing, I'm gonna have to do fancy thing. I'm going to. Yeah, Bone Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, puppy.
Oh no!
Is that another attack on its own?
No, it's a bonus on top of the attack.
How did that get to a bonus when it's an action?
It's like using effectively a smite. Basically, effectively it's like Green Flame Blade, the cantrip.
Fair enough.
So he makes a weapon attack as part of it.
Yeah.
A 23 hits the wizard puppy dog.
Yep, and because I have advantage, I'm in Assassin Strike already. This is gonna hurt. Well, that's not so bad. So, con save from puppy.
No.
He had less than 33 health?
He had 21.
Oh, yeah.
He's down just by Bone Crusher. Crystal being the only one to not see this facing away, you all see Epsilon stand up, swing the gun lance, a sickening crunch, and then the whimper as Prince folds. One moment. She's over there.
You guys don't have an asthma spacer, do you? No. They just have another asthma attack.
Oof, that hurts.
It's not done like that.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Poppy
it?
goes down. And
now Pete gets ganged.
It's Raymond's turn. Yeah,
That hit?
that tracks.
Wow,
That
I'm
misses.
pretty sure that missed. Well, there's my first miss. And miss, and hit.
Gonna ask a question, Raymond.
Yes?
Are you gonna throw a stunning strike on any of those?
I got 3 key points left, so what the hell not? Throw it on the last one, I guess. Or the first one, whichever.
Well, if you throw
You
it on
need
the
to
first,
make-
if you would have had to make it as you went. If you threw it on the first one, the other 2 attacks would have potentially hit. But we'll make it on the last one. Pete, make your con save. He does succeed it regardless.
Damn.
Das makes it Typhoon's turn.
Lovely. That puppy's not dead, is it? It's just
No,
unconscious.
the puppy is unconscious.
Cool. Typhoon is just going to use 2 key points and lovingly give healing waters to puppy to D8 plus key. I thought I'd gotten that to do this. Fuck it.
Yeah, you want to just put double square brackets around it, but yes.
Yeah, no. So it's D8 plus key ability modifier. I think that's a 3 on top of that. So
puppy dog.
so it's a 2.
Puppy dog have
7.
7 health. That's not gonna go far, but it's better than 0, especially since he's next. Hadn't actually been looking at his spells because didn't expect him to get back up on his turn.
Fireball there! Fireball there!
He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And he's just going to blast the entirety of the other side of the room with Cone of Cold. Sadly, that does include you, Mikey.
Yeah. Whereas if he did Fireball, I would be immune.
Yeah, Cone of Cold's a bigger spell, though.
Oh.
And he may have a grudge against Peter at the moment.
39.
Oh,
And evasion doesn't work on that, because that's not a dex save. Which is the other reason he didn't use Fireball. Pete has evasion.
So I get half damage?
Yes.
Which is 20.
Creature takes 8d8 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Creature killed with this becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. And then they need to make dex. The rest of them need to make con saves. Which... that's a success, and a critical success. Because, surprise, surprise, the magic constructs have magic resistance. So they all only take... there's a 30... they all only take 20. Rusty's turn, who's going to just step to there. He's going to swing his flail. And we're going to go crunch.
Nope.
Crunch.
Nope.
21?
22. Went up when we leveled up because it's 15 plus proficiency plus shield. And it's a magic shield.
So that ends his turn. Oak and Bolter's turn.
Who have advantage.
Yeah. They're not going to use it, though. Because now that everyone's grouped up, they're each going to use Explosive Bolt. Into the group at the back. Since the ally in the back has evasion.
The one next to me, it's grappling me, isn't it?
Yeah, it can still do it. Oaken bolters are bullshit.
Really?
Literally, it shot you, wheeled it in, and while you're basically grappled to the base, it just loads another bolt and shoots it, and because it's a dex save, it's not at disadvantage. So that's 2 dex saves from everyone at the back of the field. That's a fail and a success from Peter. Another, that's 2 successes from Raymond. That's 2 successes from Bailey. Doggo only has 8 hit points, so I don't think it even matters for him. Yeah, even with a success, it doesn't matter. Doggo doesn't need to make saves. And then that's 2 fails for Rusty.
If only I had advantage for some reason.
Because that's... For everyone who made their saving throws, that's 21 damage after halving it.
This is fire, isn't it?
It was a 42 damage all up. It is fire damage, so Bailey only takes 11.
And it's not evasion thing, is it?
It's safe for half, so you take none. Because you have evasion.
Oh, okay. I'll just put my health back up.
But Doggo is down. And Rusty is on 25. Boop, boop. Crystal's turn.
Crystal is, I guess, going to have to poke again. Inflict wounds. Oh my god! I need the broadside of a fucking barn. Well, moving on.
Give me a moment. The dial goes to 0. Begins ticking down. Effectively, mechanically, this ticks down over the course of his turn. The next time it gets back to Robot's turn, it'll be at 0. It has begun ticking down from 6 to 0. That makes it Epsilon's turn.
Hey.
So what is Epsilon doing?
Attack or emergency plan?
Well, here's the thing. You would be aware that the monkey attacks immediately after you after last turn.
Yeah. Everyone goes immediately after me.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's going emergency plan.
Cool. Give me a second to pull the document up.
Yay.
You all see Epsilon pull a bag from his belt and empty its contents into his mouth.
Oh, is this the Chaos Candy?
I had 6 of them.
Well, I guess we get to see what happens firsthand this time.
Because this could go really badly or really poorly.
A goose fucking rocks up.
Oh, God.
It's like this is the Hydra Goose, and it's got 8 heads now.
Roll me 6 D10 D10,000s. Cool.
Oh, there's some low and very high numbers.
I'm gonna note these, and then I'm gonna go through and work out what all the effects are, since you're not gonna know them all off the top.
Yep. I was gonna say there's 2 very low numbers and like a very high number there. And I'm specifically not looking at the document. Okay, so this was the emergency plan of I'm surrounded, I have 1 health, and like I've got everybody after me.
Not me.
It's like emergency plan. Leave it to fate.
It's essentially like the plane of fire or something.
Cool. Roll me 2 again, because two of those effects can't trigger.
Oh, that's another high one.
1440. 1441. Yep. And 9319. You know, because two of the effects you got only work if you were actually casting spells,
Okay.
which is why you had to re-roll them. Cool. So your turn ends.
Nothing happens immediately.
We'll get to that. He swallows the candy, goes, gulp, immediately coughs up a pair of red hot Smith's tongs. And a split appears from his nose, completely vertically over the top of his head, as a scar. As if you were to have cut his head straight down the middle.
Interesting. Does he catch the tongs, taking 1.5 damage?
Nope. Raymond's turn.
The hell he eat? Because, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. No.
Well, a 15 doesn't hit.
No.
Nope. That one does.
Yay!
You don't even... I have 1 health.
Cool. How much health do you have, Raymond?
42.
Cool. Yeah, you now have 34. As you
34.
as you clock him across the side of the face, you just feel your own nose break as well.
Oh, yeah, a mark of Cain. Oh. I'm gonna move to here.
Yep.
Well, actually, hang on. I don't actually have to move. I'm not moving. They're all within my range.
Typhoon, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to use push it.
Yep.
So I'm going to make a DC 10 Constitution check. I now have a level of exhaustion, but I still gain 2 key points.
Yep.
And I'm going to Healing Waters Doggo again.
Yep.
Should dry. Oh, fuck. Hey, I get to re-roll that! Thanks to Natural Healer.
So you do.
Very cool.
That's better. He gains 8 hit points.
Yep. That makes it Doggo's turn.
Is that... okay.
What?
No, I just scrolled over the number. Because it says 8 your key ability modifier.
Oh, it's 8 plus your key ability modifier, so that's all you're doing the +2 for me.
That's what I was questioning, and then I scrolled over it.
Yeah. Now that Pete's been dealt with, it just does lob a fireball at the 3 of them, which Mikey just gets to completely ignore.
Doggo has bigger AoE than Epsilon. Sorry, not Epsilon, than Typhoon.
Both the Orc and Bolters make their save. And what is his save DC? 17. So does the guy at the desk. The Orc and Bolters having advantage is not boding well for them failing dex saves. So it's half damage. /R the R to the sucks. 14 across the board. 15 across the board. Rosty's turn. Who's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crunch crunch. First one crunches. And Torment takes how much health? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He crunches for 20 more damage.
So I was kind of hoping some form of AoE effect would go off with the candies.
Yeah, you got a lot of mundane effects. It's Oak and Bolter's turn. /R 2d6 to see if they got their exploding bolts back. They both got their exploding bolts back.
Oh,
Oh dear.
And they're both just going to shoot exploding bolts at Doggo again because there's 3 people up there. Hey Pete, that's 2 automatic failed death saving throws.
Yep.
Doggo's down again. And Raymond and Bailey, can I get two dexterity saving throws each before I even bother rolling damage? I have to roll.
I think I failed one of those.
You did. You failed one of them, so I have to roll one case of damage. So you take 11 fire damage, Raymond.
I'm getting closer and closer to unconsciousness.
Crystal, it's your turn. At this point, you see the timer going.
Question. I take quarter damage, so.
You have evasion, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, then I roll again. I'll roll the other one. So yes, you take quarter damage. So you would have taken 11 damage because I rolled 22 twice.
It's gonna work this time, I swear.
Also, first level of exhaustion is attack rolls. Yeah.
No, it is disadvantage on ability checks.
That did hit.
Oh, nice.
That's for necrotic damage. They're not resistant to necrotic damage. For 33 damage. Crunch.
Fuck you.
You just backhand it and half the faceplate just explodes off to one side.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Question: does the embedded bolt fall out?
Yes, because it can no longer grapple him being unconscious.
Okay.
I'm gonna go play with this one.
Yep.
And end my turn.
On his turn, you see 2, 1, 0 strength saving throw from everyone. Peter and Doggo immediately fail and are yeeted out of the skull.
Strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Mikey, you're yeeted. Bailey stays. Raymond, you're yeeted. Actually, let me check how far you're pulled if you're yeeted. You are not yeeted. You are smashed into the desk because it's only 30 foot of movement. For those conscious.
Am I able to snag Doggo?
If you snag Doggo, you will give up your saving throw.
I will snag Doggo.
Cool. I need a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage to not bounce off the center console. And yeet Doggo even further. You managed to not lose Doggo. You were here, yeah, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still dead.
Yeah, I'm dead.
As everyone just watches your head bounce off whatever that thing in the middle of the room is.
Yeah, because I'm assuming I took one failed from the collision.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Bolter, and then a concussion. Doggo and that are down here. Mikey is currently falling 300 feet. This is why Doggo tried to keep first level spells up for Featherfall. Raymond is only on the console. Yeah, so Epsilon. Raymond's turn.
Okay. This is just a table, right?
Yeah. Bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
Hopefully. It gives me
Rusty does not give advantage because he is currently prone.
No, but... Oh.
Because everyone who moved is currently prone.
In that case, I won't stand on the bloody table.
You are also
I was going to say, Rusty didn't move, did he?
Rusty didn't make his saving throw.
I can still hit diagonally, so I'm not going to stand on the table. I was only doing that because I thought I would get, advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I was
It
gonna say,
doesn't matter. Rusty
is
double
this a wall?
No, not for this case. Basically, you get to that point, and then it basically pivots out on a diagonal. It's a triangular wall. So Rusty and Mikey have both just sort of gone bang straight out the eyes.
Oh.
Did the ballista have to make a save?
The ballista is bolted to the floor. That's why they're not moving around.
Oh right, it's got wheels on the picture, so
It's
Did that hit?
It's because the oaken bolter by default is actually something that wheels around. It's much like the other one. They're bolted to the ground. These are effectively turrets for this thing. That hits.
I was standing next to it and yet couldn't grab it on my way out.
I'll give you a dex save because that is a point. Although it will try and dodge you. So I'll give you a dex save averse to.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it probably couldn't make a deck save because it's bolted to the ground.
Well, its dex save was going to be basically to try and effectively roll you over the top.
Ah. Well,
Not
it's
so much
succeeded.
to dodge you, but basically just to go like, yeah, fuck off, and just wrestling roll you over the shoulder.
My dice rolling has been awful.
Yours has.
Yes, mine has.
Dear.
James?
Yeah, both those hit.
And I'm gonna punch him twice. Or try to punch him twice.
Do you stunning strike him, or are you out of key points?
I've got one more key point. So the second one hits. The first one, I'm assuming, did not.
Yeah. So we got hit, unarmed strike misses, hit.
Okay, so
So you've got 10,
22,
22
30 damage.
Yeah, 30 damage. Typhoon's turn.
Cool. Can you see where this is going?
You're gonna push exhaustion and try to heal the doggo again?
Well, yeah, because the only people who can save them is Doggo now.
Yeah, maybe. What's the range on Featherfall?
I think it's 60 feet?
Not it's
And a reaction?
it's 60 feet and it's a reaction. Yes.
Yeah. So let's use push it again. Because I don't even have enough key points to do anything. So push it. Woo! The DC this time is 15. Nope, that's another level of exhaustion.
Cool. So
Speed's halved.
Doggo is up. Doggo isn't
Yep.
aware two people have been yeeted out of the skull.
Fetch and point.
Okay, fetch and point.
Out the window.
Fair. He gets up on 7.
8.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeet. He's going to just run and dive out the window. And upon seeing the other two, he's going to cast Featherfall on them and himself. You said fetch, pointed out the window. He's been knocked unconscious every time he's woken up in the last 3 turns. Actually, as he goes to dive out the window, the Oaken Bolter does get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage. Yeah, it gets to make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage because it's with a ranged weapon. I'm going to give it the ability to do it because it doesn't actually have melee weapons, and I'm just going to say it can whack him 1. That doesn't matter, that's a 2. Flying doggo away! Actually, on that point, I'm going to check his spells regardless. He doesn't have fly, never mind. I was going to see if he could cast fly instead of Featherfall, but he doesn't have fly. Doggo and the other two are slowly coasting away. Rusty turn. Rusty can't do anything. Rusty's in freefall. Oak and Bolter. Let's see about the death saving throw. This one's gonna be public because... Ooh, so close! So close.
What do you mean?
Whether or not the oaken bolter that's still standing shoots Doggo since it is pointed at Doggo.
Featherfall's not concentration, though, is it?
I believe it is.
Well, good luck, Mikey. Your turn to play catch.
I don't know, it is just duration, so it's not concentration.
Wouldn't it take the more pressing matter as the people still in the room?
That's what I'm trying to work out.
Roll a dice.
Tis a machine, and
Yeah, you guys are falling. You guys are falling for another 5 turns. So it's gonna wheel around and take 2 shots at. We're gonna go with Raymond because the hive mind considers you the bigger threat because all Bailey has done is heal things.
good luck, Bailey.
Why?
Because Raymond doesn't have enough health.
Neither does Typhoon.
How much AC do you have, Raymond?
18.
That's a miss because that was a natural.
Oh, good.
That was a natural.
Okay,
10.
I might still be standing. Might.
Have a high AC.
Let's
than I
go
do.
with a no. You're not.
Did you roll a 20?
Yeah.
How much is the most damage this thing can do to me?
Don't you have like catch missile or something?
I have deflect missiles.
Roll deflect missiles. Roll a d10. It's a d10 plus monk level.
Okay. / roll 1d10. Fuck.
So you take 9 health off. How much health do you have currently?
Hang on. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10, so 1, plus my dex modifier, 6,
Plus monk level.
plus your monk level
So
of
15.
9.
So you take 15 off.
How much damage did you do?
How much health do you have? You took
23.
35.
I'm still alive!
You're on 3.
You're welcome.
Thank you, I actually forgot I had that.
Boop, boop. Crystal, you're in free fall.
Pretty sure I didn't catch
I
that
thought I was-
missile.
Featherfold.
That's what I mean.
You are.
You are in free fall at 60 foot a turn. You are Featherfold.
Ah.
You
Can I still see that ballista?
I'm gonna say yes because you have fuck off perception.
And at how far away am I?
You're 35 feet at most. Well, you will have just
Cool.
fallen 60 feet. Plus, you got yeeted like 20 feet. You're like 80 feet away.
Or
you
am
got-
I at first level?
You got yeeted like 20 feet out the eye and have then fallen 30 feet. Guiding bolt, that hits. That's 20 damage.
And that's all I can do.
Yep. That makes it the main guy's turn. Who's just going to look? Who's going to look at you two? Raise its hand, and it's just going to go for shocking grasp against Raymond.
Oh,
You're the only one it can reach.
That's a melee attack, isn't it?
It's a melee spell attack.
Would that count for push and pull?
I don't know. What's the wording on?
Oh no,
push
it's a
and pull?
melee weapon. Melee weapon. So no, I'd say then.
Probably not.
owie.
That hits.
I'm pretty sure I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious. Because he does a minimum of 3 damage.
And there's nothing I can do to counter this.
You've got no reaction.
Because I used that.
Make a death saving throw. Because it's now your turn.
Death saves. Fuck!
Hey, Typhoon,
I'm liking this character.
you gonna kill yourself more?
Well, let's see. How many feet of movement is out the door? That's 10.
More than you can do.
More than I could get to there. Because I only have half movement speed
Yeah, and
already.
the other thing is to remember, if you try and take Raymond with you, it's halved again.
Yep. I mean, there's the option of just yeeting him out the window and hoping Doggo sees him.
Well, at that point, you've actually got you would have to make a strength check to try and throw him, and you're not going to make the strength check at disadvantage. Because to throw him far enough, you're going to need like a 25. Oh, no, you literally can't yeet Raymond. Because there's no way in fuck you can move him.
Yeah.
You can't make the 25 strength check to even move him. Raymond's staff is a immovable rod. Raymond's staff's an immovable rod that if it's touching the ground, only he can move it without having to make the strength check. Or being attuned to it.
Glorious.
Well,
so I'm
did I
just
fall
going to
forwards or backwards?
You probably just slumped. Your ass got tased. You're like,
so I'm going to
stance, tased, and just crumpled.
I'm going to do 2 elemental strikes. The first one using Piranha Burst,
Uh-huh.
if it hits. Otherwise, it goes into the second one.
Uh-huh.
Because I only have 1 key point left. So elemental strike. That misses, I assume?
Yeah.
On a 16?
Yeah.
So, that misses too.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Why did
there's
most of
no
the party get yeeted?
Well, Typhoon saved the rest of the party, but cost himself. And you,
That's what
sorry.
he should have done. He should have just tried to yeet the rest of you out the window. He should have done that again. But again, he probably doesn't realize you guys are a threat. Doggo's turn. What is the range on this?
Firebolt 120. Boop.
Doggo is going to bonus action Misty Step back in.
Wait, you can use Misty Step while falling through the air? Sweet.
Yeah.
Misty Step is a bonus action. Teleport 30 feet. He's restricted to a cantrip now, though.
Teleports back in. Ruh-roh.
Yes, you're not fucking far. That's not what I meant to click, but it doesn't matter. I was trying to
He now
minimize it.
balks.
He's just going to land,
Activate.
spin round.
Oh,
He's just going to land, spin round, and just a firebolt straight into the oaken bolter behind him.
Is it down? Yay!
Rusty legitimately can't do shit. He has his ranged options are throwing hammers.
I'd like to think Rusty's just standing there floating with his arms crossed.
You know, for the fuck of it, he would have needed 2 nat 20s. Oaken Bolter number 1. Death saving throw. Oaken Bolter number 2, death saving throw. Crystal.
You
How
are now
far
past
is the
120 feet.
Crystal is now
That's far
like
enough.
140 feet away.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
Falling-
healing words a
falling-
bit far away.
Falling 60 foot a turn.
There's nothing I can do to even help.
Yeah, Doggo only got to teleport back in because technically he ended his turn at the 5 or 10 feet out of the eye, and then teleported at the start of his turn back in as he started to fall, basically.
Yeah, there we go.
Robot's turn. Who's gonna go? Working out what he would do if he. There are two people who are potentially threats. I'm working out whether or not he's just going to fling another cantrip or he's going to try and yeet you two out of the room. He's aware the dog's very, very, very wounded. Bailey, on the other hand, he has no fucking clue. Bailey's annoying. We're gonna go with a spell. Because Bailey also made the saving throw last time, so he can't be sure Bailey's gonna get yeeted out the room.
Actually, Bailey forego on the saving throw, saved Doggo, and still made it.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Regardless. It's going to step 5 feet and cast Cure Wounds.
God damn it.
Pete, Raymond, death saving throw.
Does
If I
Cure
get a-
Wounds affect a construct?
This particular one does.
Oh, good.
Okay.
There's at least one.
Typhoon.
Well, this is less Cure Wounds. This is more like that sort of like artificers being able to use mending on their Iron Defenders
Fair enough.
level, sort of like bleh.
Yeah. So now Typhoon's turn. I'm gonna use 2 elemental strikes. First one targeting him. Second one targeting the ballista.
Yep.
So, Never mind.
Miss.
Wow.
Miss.
You got the concussion.
Doggo turn.
I'm really quite impressed by that, really.
It kind of is, yeah.
and my mouse double clicked then how it's been playing up, so I didn't even click for the second.
I was going to say, there's been quite a few double ones this session.
Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. That's Rusty's spell list, not Doggo. Doggo is just going to he's just going to growl, and a low uttering rumble is going to slowly roll forwards as he casts Shatter.
I was going to say, is Shatter double on constructs?
Double checking that.
Oh, it's double against fortifications.
Crystalline entities, I believe it is.
A creature made of
Inorganic.
inorganic material, so that is doubled. Has
That's
disadvantage on
disadvantage.
saving throws, so it's not double damage. I'm just double checking how much healing the effectively Iron Defender would have taken. Would have taken 2d6. So statistically, if it doesn't make its saving throw, it is unconscious.
Hey, James.
Uh-huh.
Does that shatter affect the console as well?
Yes. It just blows up the edge of the table.
Glorious.
Iron Defender is back down. It only made a 13 because of disadvantage.
Oh, good.
It rolled a natural 20 and then an 11. Because disadvantage because Shatter fucks up inorganic things. Mr. Robot Guy just rolled a 4 and a 6.
He took the damage too. Yay.
Rusty's turn. Iron Defender! No. No. Crystal turn.
Okay.
Can Crystal do anything?
Still
Chat
no.
with Rusty.
Hey, dodge that ballista shot from the abdomen from the people repairing it.
He's there and he's going to go grumble, grumble. And he's just going to look back, raise hand, and the head's going to go and crossbow bolt straight at Doggo. Which whiffs horribly.
Sweet.
Monkey Man. Monkey
What is it,
Man
man?
dead.
Yep.
Done.
Not anymore.
Typhoon.
Damn it.
Double elemental strike.
No. Yes.
Finally.
Ooh, Piranha Burst kicks in for that second one.
Uh-huh.
Finally hits.
The fuck does that do?
It's an extra D8. Which I think rolls twice then, doesn't it? Because of
Yeah.
crit?
Yes, it would, because it's another dice roll.
Woo!
Doggo's gonna go, lightning bolt. No. Crumple. He rolled a nat 1.
Now's when we're glad we're not playing a D&D. The lightning bolt bounces back and forth 3 times.
Mm.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're dead. Crumple, crumple, crumple.
I don't care either. I'm outside.
Whoop, 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 whoop. The lights are still going.
You know, it's not terrible that I wasn't healed the entire run.
I can't throw either of those two out the window. I can't carry either of those two out the window.
But, we have a colossal wolfwood now.
I suppose that counts as a magical item. Technically.
Hey, Bailey.
Yeah.
Can you make me a perception check now that you're no longer in combat?
That's with disadvantage because it's a check.
Cool. You turn round. The thing in the middle is looking at you.
What?
Right here.
What?
There's a gem that's going shook, 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 and looking dead at you.
The gem
Why
has eyes.
Typhoon?
What? What was that, Bailey?
Why Typhoon?
It's shifting between you, doggo, you, doggo, you, doggo, you, doggo, you, doggo, you, doggo. Strength saving throw. Well, actually, no. You'll get one turn before it technically gets an action. Because as the body hits the ground, you watch the same wires that went into Epsilon go shunk, 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 and the light drain from its eyes, and that's when you follow the little line on the floor, and that's when you see the gem go shunk, 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 and the lights go red, 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 yellow, red, green, red. Which basically goes, the pulsing goes in this time with the eye going shunk, 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 and as it goes red, it just locks on you.
I don't want to play anymore.
Is there anything protecting this eye?
Not that you can see.
Well, I could always do the stab.
You could do the stab.
But do I want to do the stab? Biggest question. I suppose the other question is how sure the eye isn't the thing that we were here for.
Cut the wires.
It's a terrible idea.
I don't think my rapier is strong enough to cut through the floor where the wires are.
The floor's made of metal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut whatever's holding the damned eye in.
Actually, that's a question. Can I pry the fucking eye out of there?
You can certainly try. Would you like to try?
I mean, there's not really much else of a choice that I can think of. Because I assume it's going to toss its head again.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't really get much of a save. I don't have disadvantage on it, but I do have disadvantage on the check.
Yeah. So, would you like to try and pry the eye?
Yeah, let's try and pry the eye.
Athletics at disadvantage.
Athletics.
Not terrible.
Shunk, 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 shunk. Clink. Shunk, shunk, shunk. Twist. Focus.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
A 15 is not sufficient.
Somebody did something dumb, didn't they?
Oh.
So I take it that's an action to do that?
Yeah. And it's about to react. Hey, Bailey, how many hit points do you have left?
Typhoon only has 21.
Ooh, this does not end well for you.
You know.
Let me look up what it's doing, and then I'll tell you how dead you are.
Can I just say run?
You don't get to run.
No, not to me, to someone else.
No, you don't get to say anything. You're like, let's try and pry this. And it goes, shunk, 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 twist. And then you just see, whoop. Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you are currently technically grappled. Because you are technically grappling it.
Dying, doo-dah.
You watch the crystal.
God.
A little green bead appears, spirals, and begins to shoot forwards. Doggo is going to attempt to cast Counterspell. Keep opening the wrong sheet. Counterspell. DC. He needs to make an ability check using his spellcasting ability. 10 plus spells level. Intelligence. No.
Boo.
The bee goes, wee, doink, into the middle of the typhoon. Typhoon goes, huh. I don't feel so good.
Mr. Stark.
Did he just get disintegrated?
He did.
I mean, that's terrible.
You just suffered the Disintegrate spell, which is 10d6 plus 40 damage. So
That'll do it.
Owie.
That's enough to have like killed some of us outright, just from full.
there is. I will explain why it has Disintegrate after the session. There is actually a legitimate lore reason why that particular thing can cast Disintegrate. Doggo goes, huh, huh, huh. Oh no.
Nope.
Map in my head, map in my head. Doggo's gonna turn, run, and jump out. It's gonna make a shot at Doggo with just a firebolt. Because it can't use a leveled spell, having just used Disintegrate. I'm going to rule that. I'm going to say it technically it's using Firebolt via Warcaster as Doggo leaps out of its face, leaving its range of attack.
It threatens all of those squares.
I'm classifying effectively the brain as threatening the entirety of the inside of the skull.
Fair enough.
But without Sentinel, so it only threatens when it leaves. With a 5, it still hits. Because its spell attack bonus of...
It's a lot.
Its spell attack bonus of 8 hits Doggo's 13. Because Doggo doesn't have any of his defenses up.
I thought he had mage armor up. That was the first thing he did.
Yeah, he would have.
Unconscious.
Yeah. We're going to roll 3d10, because that's related to the shocking grasp.
Actually, I don't mean to nitpick here.
No, Mage Armor would not have dropped. Yes.
Yeah.
But doing math, yeah, Mage Armor wouldn't have dropped, but regardless, Doggo gets hit. Because I'm going to say it dropped with the amount of times he went unconscious. Because while it's a duration, he's also like effectively counterspelled. There's been multiple like anti-magic blasts and stuff. Doggo take 19. Doggo unconscious. Doggo plummet.
Call session there.
No, because we're just going to power for this. Doggo is... we're going to rule Doggo is dead on impact as well.
Fair enough. Doggo's covering a very wide area.
Yeah. Crystal and Rusty land. At which point, the Colossus begins to level away from the wall.
Oh boy.
It's now up and operational.
Oh boy.
Crystal, what is your choice of action?
I don't know that I really have a plan here.
You
You
have one that I can think of.
So can I.
Cast this on myself.
That wasn't it, but that might work.
Divine intervention.
Well, I'm gonna.
Well,
I have what, one turn?
Yeah, pretty much.
I cast that on myself because I haven't got time to do it on me and Rusty.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll give you the ability to cast that and something else because you would have. I'll say you had 5 turns of falling. You technically had like a full another turn of falling. You probably would have had time to cast that while falling.
Right, I hit Rusty with that. I hit me with that.
Yep. So you got 1 action once hitting the ground. Then I'll say because you had it was 5 turns to hit the ground that you basically sit there doing
and
nothing.
then as soon as I do that, I'm just like, you just yell the word Thaltax again.
Roll divine intervention.
What's that roll?
Roll a D100. You're aiming to get below your level.
Not gonna happen.
No. There is no answer. It looks at you and goes, intruders will be punished.
We're outside!
For patriotism. Down with communism. Death to the Red
Make
Army.
a dexterity saving throw.
Will it help?
No. Make one for the fuck of it. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because you can't be reduced to 0.
No?
Because you have Death Ward up.
Yeah.
You also failed.
Fuck.
As it goes, fires a mouth laser, dealing
some stupid number.
1d4 mega damage.
You joke.
67 force damage.
Yep, I dropped to 1.
And it starts to advance towards you.
Oh, I was just gonna fall to the ground when that happened and play dead.
Fair! Rusty looks at you, grabs his holy symbol, kisses it, and charges.
Oh
Rusty's
no.
stupid.
Which, to do so, he'll need to make a wisdom saving throw. To even be able to, because it's Towering Terror triggers. He succeeds.
For better or worse.
He runs up, swings twice.
What's with all the ones? No,
I don't
He
know.
whiffs twice.
Oh.
But when it comes back around to me, I'm gonna death ward myself again.
Yeah. You watch on its turn, because you're unconscious, because it gets...
I'm not.
No, never mind. You're acting unconscious.
Oh, right, yeah.
Squish.
I'm working out whether or not it can tell if you're unconscious or not.
Well, I'm a construct, and I just hit the ground after it hit me with
It looks at
a laser
Ru-
beam.
It looks at Rusty and it uses its multi-attack.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think it's gonna need it.
It uses
Well-
its slam attack, which
Which drops Rusty to
we're
1.
going to roll a d20 here.
Oh, fuck.
Followed by 2 Eldritch Cannons. Followed by a Stomp. Here's the interesting thing. Stomp's an AoE.
Well, how far
Question.
away were we?
Would one of those Eldritch cannons have been in its chest?
Yeah. No, because those are the Eldritch Cannons are...
The nipple cannons.
Yeah,
Oh, the ballistas, yeah.
pretty much, yeah. So for reference, it rolled a 38 to hit, a 29 to hit, a 31 to hit.
Well, my negate crit thing doesn't say that it did. I do anything for it. It just happens.
Yeah, it isn't
Sure.
gonna help.
No, as long as he's within 30 feet of me, but I don't know how close we were to start with.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to give you the
Yeah.
option. Are you within 30 feet of him?
I'm gonna go with no.
So Rusty proceeds to take...
All the damage.
30.
Will it not hit him one time, smush him into the ground, and then...
Well, he's still got Death Ward.
No, it doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't have Death Ward. Because Death Ward is why he didn't die to Disintegrate Beam. Incinerating Beam, sorry. I got the terminology wrong.
Oh, the force damage earlier.
The big beam.
Yeah,
that
drop
dropped
meter
Mikey.
Yeah.
No, so it knocks him out and then proceeds to hit him twice to kill him.
Yeah.
So he takes, from the crit, 38 damage. Then it turrets him twice. Doosh, doosh. 2 failed death saves. Then it stops, because the turrets are ranged attacks, so only 1 failed death save. Then it stomps. The Colossus stomps one of its feet at a point in the ground within 20 feet of it. Any creature in a 20-foot radius of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. This is why I gave you the choice if you were in 30 feet or not. Or take 60-10 bludgeoning damage. Rusty automatically fails because he's unconscious. Until the Colossus uses its stomp or moves, the creature is restrained.
I think that matters.
While restrained this way, they must make a DC 26 strength check to be able to move. And it's going to roll a D6 to recharge its incinerating beam.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
It starts scanning the horizon.
Well, we just made the end of the world.
Again.
Nice knowing you all.
So, on your turn, Mikey, what do you do? This thing is now actively looking for anything that it might perceive as a threat.
Well, it's scanning the horizon, so I'm just going to very quietly cast Death Ward on myself again.
Uh-huh.
And just play dead.
Fair. It begins walking. And it steps on you.
Of course it does.
Which drops you to 1.
Yeah.
And then it steps off you. And it continues to walk off into the distance.
Ow. I'm staying still for a very long time.
So you know that city we just saved?
What, last session?
No, we didn't save the city. We saved the
The
Monarch.
royalty of the city.
Yeah.
So
Why didn't we just send
how
that thing
many
off to
4th level
Alphen?
spell slots did you have left?
3. I had
You used all
I
3
had
of
Death
them.
Ward twice. Yeah, and then Death Ward again. I still have a 5th level I could have used.
Yeah.
You know what surprised me most, Mikey?
So
that
I
I
am gonna call the camp. I'm gonna say it bluntly. I'm gonna call the campaign there.
Yeah.
Yeah.